I welcome you on today's episode. Eranga onakora lero njagala tubeeka akatundu ke tusoma nga tugenda kuyiga how to set in a trade. How to set in a trade in RoyalQ. Yes, so kyenjagala tusobole okuba nga tuyiga era nga ye gwe musomo gw'olwaleero oba it is today's topic. So first of all, when you're going to set in a trade, you need what we call a signal. A signal is usually shared in the group. Jobeera olimu obwekitegeera. So in this case scenario, I'm going to use this as my signal for today. Yes, ngenda okukolerako ate tutorial eno era nga njagala tulabe how do you need to set up such a signal. All right. Yes, I want to tell you that there are so many, there are different types of signals. We have what we call the current price signals, and then we also have what we call the preset price signals. Iranga, what is a current price signal and what is a preset price signal? A current price signal simply means you're buying, okay? You're buying at current price. You're buying at current price. Or you're going to buy at market price. So market price and current price, they are the same. Kitegeeza, if a signal has this, trade at market price, oba ne bagamba nti preset price, ne bagamba current price, it means that you're going to buy at that particular price at which that coin is selling in the market at that particular time. So then you'll find there are other signals ezina chetuyita preset price. Okay, what is a preset price and what is a preset price? The preset price is the opposite of current price. So under the preset price, we do not want to buy at current price. We want to buy when the price is slightly lower from the current price. Twagala jugulange esemu mu price. Coin eyo ngesemu mu price. That's when we want to buy it. Okay, so today we are going to learn how to set up a trade. Era nga tugenda kozesa eno signal atenga signal eraga ya current price. Okay, so I'm going to go straight to my RoyalQ and do the needful. Yes, so I come here, I tap here. This is especially for the new people who don't know how to set in trades. I tap there, or else I can decide to tap on strategy. Okay, when I tap on strategy, I'm gonna tap here. Okay, so you can decide where you want to tap. So I'll go back to the home page and I'm going to tap here. So when I tap there, I'm gonna look for the coin. So coin erichi. So when you come here under favorites, ojasangawo coins zobadde ojokola ki o trading. The coins you've traded are always found in favorites. The coins you've not yet traded yet, you have to look for them under all. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to move away from favorites and I come to all. Erinnya lya signal badiyita batya nti erinnya lya signal, erinnya lya coin badiyita CHZ. So this is it. Okay, so what you do, you just tap anywhere around here. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to tap. All right, so I'm going to say I understand. Then I'm going to tap on create. Then again, I'm going to tap on create. Okay, then here I can say don't remind me again. Then I tap on I understand. So when we come to this page, we shall need to tap here under trade setting. Reason B, we want to set in our own strategy. Okay, when you come to RoyalQ, you're going to find that it already has settings under the smart under the Smart Create. Most of the people always ask, robot Terry automated. The robot can work in an automated mode provided you have the necessary capital. Okay, but the fact that we don't have good capital, what we need to do, we are going to tap on manually create because we want to set up our own strategy nga tuplaningira akasente kafe akatono ketulina so that it can fit within our budget. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to leave it in Smart Create. I'm going to tap on manually create. So meaning every time you get here, always tap on manually create. Okay, so when I come here, ogenda kulaba nti tuinawo wano, tuinawo bino, all these different sections. So I'm going to tap on choose a strategy here on my template because I've already set up a strategy I want to use. So I'm gonna tap on choose a strategy. Either you can tap there or you can if you don't have a strategy you've already set, so in this case scenario I'm not going to tap there, but if you have already a strategy nga wagiteekamu eri mu my strategy settings mu RoyalQ, you can always come and tap here so that yonna byeteekamu nga you don't have to waste a lot of time to do what to okugamba nti ate ogenda biteekamu afresh. But since this video is for tutorial, I'm going to put in everything bit by bit. So under this case scenario, I'm going to use capital of $100. I'm going to use $100 capital. Okay, so under $100 is $100 capital. First of all, when you come here, ojasanga zino settings. These are default settings. Okay, so we need to calculate what is good. What strategy are we going to use? All right, are we going to use a 50%, a 30%, a 20% of my first buying amount, or are you going to use a small first buying amount so that it just keeps buying and adding for you money? What are you going to use? So in this case scenario, I am going to try and see how to fit in my $100. So I'm going to come on my calculator. Where's my calculator? It is here. So I have $100. Okay, yes, I'm trying to see what is going to be my first buying amount. So if I say that my first buying amount, I want it to be $10, kiba kitegeeza nti I'm going to get 100 kuba capital gwenina wa $100 minus $10. Kitegeeza nti wano ku first buying amount nino teekawo meka $10. Okay, kitegeeza nti no robot whenever egenze mukatawo mulundi ogusooka egenda sooka egule 10 meka $10. So when we come here on margin call limit simply means the number of times the robot will add money for you every time that coin goes down in price. So when it comes to default, ojasanga nga wano waliwo 7. But do we really need the 7 margin calls according to our capital depending on the strategy we are going to use? No. Okay, so we are going to come here. So we can say we are going to use 3. Okay, we can say we are going to use 3. We can say we are going to use 4. So in this case scenario, I'm going to use 4 margin. I'm going to use 4 margin calls. Then I'm going to come here. Instead of 1.3, because it's a default setting, I'm going to apply 3.01. Okay, and then here I'm going to apply 0.01. Then here I'm going to apply 0.1, and I'm going to come on advanced settings here. Okay, so when you tap on advanced settings, it is going to bring you to this section. Okay, this section. So what we are most interested in is this section as we speak, because when we try to look at here, okay, when we try to look at here, tulaba nti first buying triggering condition, we are looking at trigger price. Okay, so because the signal says we are buying at current price, kiregeeza nti nno the trigger condition RoyalQ kw'erina okugulira erina okugula ng'ebesingira ku bbeeyi eri mu katale. So we only need to change this. Okay, so here tujija mu cycle. When we tap on the cycle, it is going to bring us options. A cycle over one shot. So we want to trade in one shot. We want the robot to buy this coin. Tuwe amagoba aga 3%. Okay, bwe malo tuwe amagoba aga 3%. Tunde eve mukatali. Teddamu gula coin eyo until further notice. Oba kitegeera. Oba until you come back and you need to set it again. Ochuria. So that is what it simply means. All right. So after here, we are going to tap on margin configuration. Okay. So when we tap on margin configuration, tugenda kujja wano ku section efaanana bweti. Okay. So when you try to look at margin call drop simply means the percentage drop in that particular coin. You get every time that coin drops in price, nenga measurement is measured in terms of percentages. This is what it means. That if that coin drops by 3.5, okay, the robot should add $10 2 times. Okay, so when we try to look at this strategy here, we are going to realize that this is a double up. This is a double up strategy. This is a double up strategy we have here. And what makes it a double up strategy is the fact that the previous buy is multiplied or is doubled on the next buy. On the next buy. On the next buy. Just like that. So because here we have 4 margin calls, 1 ekomako 16. Ekomako 16. Kiregeeza nti singa tubadde margin calls eyongerayo the 5th margin call wano wandibaddewo 32. Kubanga when you get 16 plus 16 ebetuwa meka 32. This is a double up. Okay, so we are going to use a double up strategy, but we are not going to meet the conditions of the double up because the actual double up is supposed to be like this. But what we are going to try and do is to try and fit in our capital. Wano tukolera ku capital gwe tuba tulina okitegeera bagamba omumpi wakoma wakwata. So meaning whichever amount of money you have is what you're trying to plan for. So in this case scenario, we have $90 as balance. Remember, our first buying amount is $10. Okay, kitegeeza bwe tuba tulina capital $100 minus 10, the balance should be 90. Okay, so we are going to try and fit in the $90 one or more 4 margin calls, in these 4 margin calls. So that is what we are going to do. So we have 4 margin calls and we have $90 to try and fit in here. So I'm not going to change the first. I'm not going to change the first call. So I'm going to leave the first call ngegula emirundi chi. Emirundi ebiri obo kitegeera. So I can come here on the second call. Remember I have $90 and I can say also here ngenda tekako emirundi ebiri because I don't have that capital obo kitegeera. Then I'm going to come here, okay, and I can still say maybe I'm gonna use 3, okay, or I'm going to use again 2 because 2 plus 2 plus 2, that is a 6. Kakiregeeza nti ku margin call esembayo ey'okuna ninoteekawo 3 oba kiraba because this is a 2 plus a 2 which is a 4 plus a 2 which is a 6 plus a 3 which is a 9. So a 9 times 10 tuba tufuna meka $90, which was our balance, because remember we had $100 minus the first buying amount, which is $10. Kitegeeza nti the balance is $90. So the $90 is what we were trying to fit in the multiple buying ratios. What does the multiple buying ratios mean? Multiple buying ratios simply means you're trying to tell the robot, nti, when you go to the market and buy the coin CHZ, okay, when you buy that coin, all right, and start with $10 as your first buying amount, the first time you enter the market, in case that coin drops by 3.5, please add in $10 two times. Okay, Bakadamne kagwa by 4%, please add in $10 two times, because here we've tried to budget for what we have. So the only balance we had was $90 because we used the $10 to be used as our first buying amount. So we go back to the signal. The signal is saying, okay, the signal is saying nti trade this coin, okay, CHZ/USDT, which simply means nti for you to buy CHZ coin, you need to have USDT. That is why it is paired like that. Okay, so they've told you to buy at current price. We are going to buy at current price. And they've told you TP is the profit you should take from that trade, which is a 3%. We've already set the 3% where we put the 3.01. And now we are looking at the drop. They've told us that this coin might drop 15%. So we come back to our RoyalQ. But what they drop here 15%. Okay? Tuina margin calls nya. So we are going to go back to our calculator. So we are going to put in the 15% drop. Okay? Divide by 4, which is the 4 margin calls. Which is the 4 margin calls. So tuina answer nga yeno waneno 3.75. Kitegeeza nti buli kolo osobola okuteekako 3.75. Newaddako n'oteekako 3.75. Newaddako n'oteekako 3.75. Neddako n'oteekako 3.75. So when we come back to our calculator, 3.75 times the 4 margin calls, egenda kuwachi, it is going to give you 15, which was the drop them signal. Yes, so you can apply it like this, or else osobola okugamba nogamba nti I want the first call ejugule ku 2.5. Ngolaba 3.7 inene nnyo ate otandise ne first buying amount, which is $10. Kitegeeza if your coin does not hit this drop, okay, kiba kitegeeza it will not add in money. So since you want your robot to buy elemelwawo nnyo kugula, nogamba at least let the first call ejugule nga drop esse by 2.5. So we want to plan for the 15%. But ngasiko says division nti zona zifanagana okitegeera. I'm trying to think about it nti I want my robot not to delay so much. I'm trying to accumulate money eziba zigenda mu coin eyo okitegeera nti at least ngebeeguze nga coin ene droppings by 2.5 egenda kunyongera mu $10 emirundi 2. Kitegeeza ezibadde 10 zigenda kufuuka 3 oba kitegeera. So kakati you can do it like that, okay? Kakati wano zinindala osobola okuzireka. Kakati nojja kati jukira nti we had this. We had 3.75. So minus 2.5. Kitegeeza tuba tusigaza kagundi ka 1.5. Okay? So when we get 1.25 plus 3.75. Okay, kitegeeza nti margin call eno esembayo kubanga yo at least ogiraba yeinako ku 3, the multiple is more than zino endala. So kati tusobola ogamba nti no ku 5 kweno esembayo tugiwe 5% drop. Okay, oba mukitegeera. So when we come here either netugamba nti eno ebeere 4.5. Okay, so when we come here netugamba minus 4.5 egenda sigaza 0.5. So 0.5 eno plus 3.75 kitegeeza eno margin call eya wano esobola okufuuka. Okay, you just play with these numbers, you just need to understand what to do. Okitegeera. So here we have 4.25. So we come here netuteekako 4.25 oba okitegeera. So kati bwe tuba tubala drop eno netugamba nti drop eri mmeka, nti esooka eri 2.5. Okay, plus eddako 3.75 plus eddako 4.25. Okay, then plus 4.5. Okay, kitegeeza ebetuwa 15% drop gye batuwadde muki mu signal oba okitegeera. So at the back, when you're setting up trades at the back of your mind, you should always know what you really want mukitegeera. So from here I can say confirm. Okay, so here I can switch off the AI margin call eno because already my drops are okay. So when we come here after doing all that, then we do what? Njagala otegeere nti strategy mode njirese mu whole warehouse mode. Reason being I'm dealing with only 4 margin calls. When you set only 4 margin calls, you cannot change this. Okitegeera. Enegira munga default, you cannot change to sub-bin mode or sub-bin real-time settlement. Oba olina okukolera muki mu whole warehouse mode. So after here you save, confirm. So after confirming, you're going to tap on activate. Okay, so when you tap on activate, you're going to tap on what? On create. I'm not going to tap on create because I don't want to trade this coin because it was just for tutorial. Okay, so from there bw'oba omaze okukwata ku create, yes, coin eba emaze okuba nga ate robot egigula ng'eyingidde mu katale. So all you need to do is to just go back this side. Okay, come back this side. Yes, and tap on strategy. Eyina okuba ng'eraga wano eno. Okay, so in this case scenario it is not showing here because I did not activate. See, I didn't make the robot to actually buy it because I didn't want to buy it. So this is where you see your running. This is where you see your running trades. All right, so yeah, that makes the end of today's training. Yes, so in case of any questions, you can always put them in the comment section and I'll always come and check on them. Then I give you I reply you. So let me wish everyone a good day. Yes, stay blessed.